Welcome back to Convergence Today, part 2 of our series on the explosion of internet video with our guest, Scott Willeford. Scott, when we left off, we had talked about the explosion of video, and we're just beginning to talk about how businesses can kind of ride this wave and to communicate their message better internally and externally.
Well, let's talk about externally first, because I think that's what most companies think of right away. And so if you incorporate video into your website, you're 53 times more likely to be on the first page of search results.
53 times?
53 times.
Wow.
Another statistic is that you've got about a 300% increase in conversion rate when you incorporate video into your marketing medium. So from an external perspective, video is a very, very powerful tool. Forbes magazine, 75% of executives they surveyed found that at least 75% of them watched at least one internet business related video per week, and 65% of them shared it with a colleague.
Wow.
And so it's a very powerful medium. And so part of that external thing is deciding how frequently you do it, and are you doing one-time promotional video, or are you doing ongoing video? Mm-hmm. So I think those are really important things to consider when you're doing a marketing strategy using video.
Yeah, I think for businesses to really understand this is a really effective and serious tool. This is not just goofy YouTube videos that are out there.
Absolutely, quality is really important. Authenticity is still very important. Mm-hmm. A lot of businesses, when they go the promotional route, they spend a ton of money trying to produce a 3 to 5 minute video that in fact doesn't help them as much as if they just had their CEO represent the company in a 90-second video. It's cool, and it will help your search engine, and the creative people love it. And I have a lot of clients that do that type of video, but you really want to keep, if one video helps you this much, how many will 50 videos do for you? So in the strategy, we deal a lot with people that do video blogging, or they do shows like this, or they do customer testimonies, really a wide range, product demonstrations, product testimonies. It's pretty cool how people are leveraging it to create ongoing content using video as the medium.
Well, it seems to me, I've seen kind of the extremes, the guy with the camcorder walking around the office, recording people, and then I've also seen the very highly produced, maybe overproduced videos. How do businesses find that balance?
I think it really depends on what you're going after. At the end of the day, what you really want to do is you want to create trust and credibility with your constituents. I mean, it's all about relationships and joining in on the conversation. That's a term you hear a lot associated with social media. So if you're joining in on the conversation, what you're really trying to do is to create a following of people that trust you and think you're credible. Video becomes a real quick, easy way to do that, because using and leveraging what we talked about in the first thing about the human interaction, the human talking, the visual aspects, body language, creates trust right away, authenticity right away. And so when you use video to do this, it really will help you, and it really is who you are. It's hard to hide who you really are when they see you on screen.
So it's part of your social media strategy, not just some type of a web strategy.
Social media, web pages, blogs, YouTube channel, Twitter. Video gets proliferated in all these different channels and mechanisms. And so what you want to do is create your content in a way that works appropriately across that.
Interesting. And tell me about your company and how you guys kind of hit that sweet spot in the middle there between the guy with the camcorder and in the big massive studio.
So when we started looking at our business and we had really an opportunity to go at it a different way, we knew that shooting the video was only part of the game. So we created a production formula that allows us to create the video very cost effectively for our clients. And then step 2 was helping them manage and distribute it. So where email marketing, there's tons of products and tools that are out there to help people do email marketing. We actually said we're going to be the video marketing player. So we're not only helping you produce the content, but then we're helping you manage the distribution and the views and analytics behind it to see how effective it is, what the ROI is.
Yeah, it's a real challenge. It's one thing to shoot a nice looking video. It's another thing to distribute it and then track the effectiveness of it. And But doesn't YouTube kind of give you some of those tools? Or
Absolutely, YouTube will give you some, and what we're doing is we kind of aggregate that content, that information into a single portal. You know, and it makes it a lot easier for people to get the reports and management. And then we have our own proprietary player that tracks not only when videos are watched, but has the potential of telling you who watched them.
Wow.
So we're leveraging some different technologies. And it's a very powerful medium, as we mentioned earlier. One thing you asked earlier is about internal communications. We have a number of clients that are doing internal videos, and it's a different audience, but it's, you know, C-level executives communicating to their sales force, or it's director level people communicating to all the workers in a retail company. So it's very powerful, or it's training videos. And it's a great way to reinforce what they might have learned in a seminar. There's just tons of ways to use it.
Cool. Well, in part 3, we're going to be talking about the future video and how businesses need to be positioning themselves today. So please join us in part 3 of our series on the explosion of internet video with our guest, Scott Willeford. To participate in our conversation, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and join our LinkedIn group. If you'd like to be a guest or sponsor of the program, or wish to speak further with our host or guests, please contact us at info@wausau.net.